afternoon, guys. It's Tuesday, September the 26th. I'm headed to a town called Woodworth, Louisiana. Very nice town. Beautiful houses, you know. Just a really nice little country town that has really upscale housing. I love working in this town because the customers are always so nice, and it's always good customers, nice houses. We are going to go replace a Lennox or a condenser fan motor on a Lennox. It's a 13-seer Lennox straight cool condenser. I went out yesterday, and the fan motor, the bearings were locked up. You could hit it with a screwdriver and it would take off, but it would only run for a little bit and it would stop. Capacitor was a little weak. It's a 55/75. The capacitor was putting out like 6.97, somewhere in that area. So not weak enough. That wasn't the issue, even though I am going to change the dual run capacitor for two reasons. Because I'm changing the motor, and two, the fan side's a little weak and the hermetic side is 55, but it was only putting out about 42. I'm also going to replace the contactor, because the contactor's really pitted. You know, I told the guy he didn't have to replace the contactor if he didn't want to, but I told him while we were here, you know, instead of having to call me back again in a few months, why not just knock it out? He agreed. That's the kind of customers you get working in this town where I'm going. You know, they don't try to nickel and dime you. You know, they want it fixed right. And and the unit's out of warranty, but I went ahead and ordered the OEM motor. You know, and that's a big debate. A lot of people, there's a lot of guys that don't do that. They carry universals on the truck. You know, guys, I really only carry one motor on the truck, and it's a loaner motor. It's a universal. It's a Century or A.O. Smith Century, whatever they're called now. It's a 4-in-1 multi-horsepower. It's a 1075 RPM. I will use that motor as a loaner motor until I can, if the OEM is not available right then and there. I don't always go back OEM. You know, don't get me wrong. You got some old unit, you know, that's just not in that great a shape. Yeah, I'll go with a universal. I'm not going to get an OEM. But, you know, I like to go with the OEMs when I can and when the unit's in good shape. And you take like this unit here. This unit is, I don't know, I don't know how old it is. I'm gonna look on my, I got the model number here on my phone. It's a 2006 unit. So it's, you know, it's 10 years old. Yeah, it's out of warranty, but 10 or 11 years old. But the unit's in good shape. It's a nice unit. I'd rather go back with the OEM motor. Now, we don't have a Lennox store here. So yesterday, I offered to put him the loaner motor. Now he's got two systems on the house. I said, well, look, I'll just go ahead and throw you. I told him that I have a motor on the truck that I'll loan out until the parts can be ordered, because we don't have a Lennox store. He's like, nah, he goes, I'm not that worried about it. He didn't even want me to put the loaner motor on. He told me just to, you know, order it and get it done. So it just came in a little while ago. UPS just ran, and had to run to the supply house and get a few things. And I didn't have a 55/75 on the truck, so I went and got that and stocked up on a few other things that I needed. Anyway, I'm rambling. But anyway, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to not to go too much longer, but I'd like to know how you guys feel about universal versus OEM. You know, like I said, my take is if the unit's nice and it's, you know, 10 years old or under, like this one is, I usually try to go back with the OEM. Now, if it's a piece of junk and it's all beat to hell and the people don't take care of their unit or whatever, or it's one of them old Goodmans or an old Lennox or an old whatever brand, and it's just old, yeah, I'll put a universal. But when you got a system like this that's been very well maintained and in good shape, I like to try to go back with the OEM. I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on that. So All right, guys, we'll see y'all when we get there.
Up on me. Heat swelling up like a hurricane. Man, I just gotta find me some peace. Watch the sunrise as I walk my path. Oh Lord, something's calling out to me. Oh, mile after mile. As another day is behind me. so heavy this Sunday morning. Ain't got much to make ends meet. Preacher man says keep on rolling. Walk 7 miles just to eat. He walks so heavy, like a junkyard dog. He walks so heavy. Gets up with the sun to work a field. Got some Bible in his hand. Ain't gonna let nothing take him down. Headed for the promised land. He walks so heavy, like a junkyard dog. He walks so heavy.
Alright guys, the unit's back together. As you saw, new capacitor, new contactor, got the wires zip tied up, new motor, old contactor, old capacitor, old motor. We'll fire this baby up now. All right, here we go. Sounds a lot better.
Oh yeah.
See how smooth and quiet it is?
Oh yeah. Last night it got hot last night. I turned it on, I come up. It was running, but then a few minutes later it froze, like you said.
Alright guys. Got that unit back up and running. Everything went smooth. Customer's happy. It's actually a new customer I just picked up. He's really happy with my service. Took cards from me and told me he'd be using me from here on out, that he had a really good experience with me. That's always what I like to hear, man. You know, the guy told me he never had a better experience with a heat and air guy than he did with me on this repair between yesterday and today. So I like that. Means I'm doing something right. Well, that'll just about do it for this one, guys. I'm headed to the hospital. My wife just called and informed my little girl has been sick. We took her to the doctor about a week ago, and she had a double ear infection with an upper respiratory infection. So they put her on antibiotics. She was running fever and stuff. So they put her on antibiotics. We got the antibiotics. She took them. Everything went away. Seemed to be doing good. A couple nights ago, started running fever again. So we gave her some more medicine and went away. Next day, she ran fever again, which was yesterday. Running fever again. So my wife took her to the pediatrician, and they said that they didn't really see anything wrong with her. And the ears look good. Everything looked good. No upper respiratory infection, no ear infection. So my wife just called and informed me that she just checked our daughter into the emergency room because she was running fever again. So she called the pediatrician on call. The pediatrician said that she needs to go to the hospital because if she's still running fever, he didn't see anything wrong yesterday. So I'm on my way to the hospital. My wife just called and told me that they got checked in. They're doing some blood work and x-rays and stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. It's always something. But I'm going to head that way and go see what the hell's going on. And then the doctors at the hospital are telling my wife they can't find nothing wrong with her. So we'll go up there and see, and I'm probably going to end up losing my cool and raising hell like I normally do, because to me, if she's running fever non-stop like this, there's got to be something wrong. But we'll see when we get there. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thank y'all for the support on the YouTube channel here. Thank you for the support on the HVAC After Dark podcast. I really appreciate it. You guys have been wonderful. And again, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.